our GitHub for our semester-long project and app domain. Our group is called SweetLedger, and this is our team members: Devin Perry, team lead; Matthew Crawley, Kendall Ellison, Kahim Keller, and Connor Oberlin. Basically, SweetLedger is a web-based accounting ledger book system, allows users to utilize a fully functional digital ledger book for business use. The environment we used was Visual Studio Code for our IDE. We used languages such as C Sharp, HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. And our front-end technologies include React and Vue. We also use MongoDB Atlas for the backend database. We use cloud-based, easy to set up database. Once we are ready to deploy our project on the internet, we decided to use Render to host our backend, and then Cloudflare for our domain, and Cloudflare pages to host our front end. Also, for our email API, we use SendGrid by Twilio. And we also proud to announce that our SweetLedger is available on desktop and mobile. And then here's some of our documentation that we had, like the project management plan, the SRS design document, and then special thanks to our mentor, Dr. Mama, which is also our professor, for allowing us to work on this project and provide years of expertise in the field of software engineering. This is our Trello. We have finished all our sprints 1 through 5. We have a section for our current bugs, which we only have 3. And then here's also a section for our past bugs that we completed and fixed. We also have a resource page for to help us when we have run into trouble. And then here are all our completed sprints throughout the semester.
And yeah, my name is Matthew Crowley, and I'm going to start talking about why we used MongoDB Atlas for the database for SweetLedger. So MongoDB is a cloud-based database, and we included it for SweetLedger because we found it to be the easiest database to implement for our code. And as you can see, we have multiple collections in MongoDB Atlas of the chart of accounts, our error logs, and our event logs, and users, and the journal, and the ledger. And the code puts, gets, and posts right to the database, and the front end is able to retrieve it through render. And now I'll be able to pass the microphone over to Devin, and he's going to begin the live demo of SweetLedger. Thank you.
This is our live demo of our SweetLedger website. All users will be able to enter their username and password to log in. So whether you're admin, manager, or just a regular accountant. Then we also got to create new account feature where users can enter their first name, last name, home address, date of birth, email address, and username password. And then you'll also be able to provide answers for security questions. So you can be able to submit your request to create your account. And then we also have a forgot password feature. So if you forget your password, you can just enter your username and email, and then it'll send you to your security questions. And then once you answer those, it'll send you an email about how to recover your account, basically.
Yeah, so now we're going to go into the SweetLedger system itself, and we're going to be having a live demo of the 3 different roles of SweetLedger. The 3 different roles of SweetLedger are the administrator, the manager, and the irregular accountant. And they are in hierarchical order, where the admin has full power over the system, and the manager has medium power, and the regular accountant can do basic everyday activities of the system like a regular employee. So now I'm going to show you the administrator side of SweetLedger. So as we sign in with my admin account, we are going to see the admin landing page. And right here, as you get started, you're going to see the financial ratios. So right now, we currently have a bug with the financial ratios, and we're working diligently to figure them out so that they are correct. And as the administrator, we can look at the account management of all the different users of SweetLedger and the accounts of the ledger book side of SweetLedger, so the user and the actual accounting side. And we can also look at event logs, which we'll go through shortly. So first, we're going to go into account management, where as you see, we have a couple buttons right here where the admin can look at things like critical errors of the system that would cause the system to crash. And also right here, we have a report of all the users of SweetLedger in one nice, neat place. And we also have an expired passwords button because passwords expire every 30 days. And right now, we currently have a bug with the expired passwords where we're not quite sure if they're working. And right here, we have the create new user button where we can create a new user like I'm going to show you now. Let's create a user called Matthew and just another person like me, Matthew Crowley final demo. We can also have my email right here. And I'm going to put in a password so the user can be created. And you can select the role of the user. We're going to create a regular account today. So once we create that user, he will be added to the bottom of the list of the users. And all of the users have different buttons where you can change the role of a user right here. Let's say Matthew Crowley got promoted to manager from the regular accountant. He can be a manager now. So yeah, now that Matthew Crowley is a manager, let's say he does something bad at the company and we're gonna suspend him or fire him or something. We can easily deactivate the user and they will not be able to sign in into SweetLedger. Let's reactivate this account and let's open the suspend dialog where we can also suspend the user. Let's say they're going on a vacation or they're going on an extended leave. We can temporarily shut down their account so they will not be able to log into the system and mess up data while they're gone. So once this account is suspended, we can unsuspend it with a click of a button, and we can also email any user of SweetLedger. And we're really proud of our email API through SendGrid by Twilio. And let's say we wanted to email this email, matthewcrowley2002@gmail.com. So we're going to put the subject, anything we want, final demo, and the message can be final demo as well. Right here, we can send the email. And right now, the email API currently isn't trusted by Gmail. And so we need to go to our spam folder to look at all emails. So right here, we emailed Jay Augustianak, his account, and we got the email with the subject and the message right here. And right here, we have the account management side of the accounting system of SweetLedger as an admin. Right here, we can look at all the accounts in SweetLedger and see how they're doing. So that pretty much wraps up the account management side of the administrator. All right, and now that we're done with the account management side of the admin view, we're going to be going into the chart of accounts view that the admin has control over. So in the chart of accounts page, we can see the accounts right here of SweetLedger. And the admin has the power to edit any account in SweetLedger, and we're going to get to that in 1 second. But first, I'd like to show you how you can filter through accounts to find them easily. Let's say you wanted to find the cash account. You can select the account name, select cash, and it's right there. We can also filter by account number, and let's enter the account number for cash, and there it is. So we can also view the details of the account right here. And we have the event log history, which we're going to get to in a couple minutes. And right here, if we go down to where the accounts are located in the chart of accounts, the admin has the power to edit any account. So let's say the admin wanted to edit the cash account for any field. Let's say he wanted to change the balance. For the sake of time, we're going to just be updating it by $1. And as you can see, it updated and it has been updated in our database as well. So let's edit that back, not to mess up any data. And we can also add an account right here. And right here, we have an email button where the admin can send an email to another admin of SweetLedger or a manager. So let's say the admin wanted to send an email to this email address. Test. Attention required. We can send the email, and as you can see, the success message popped up. And if we go to our email, we get the email right here. So that's it for the chart of accounts as an admin view. So if we go to the event log, we can see all of these events that are updated right here and color coded to signify easily with your eyes what is going on in the event log. And we have the before and after image of the accounts and all the images that are going through the event log. We also have timestamps, the user ID of who did the event, and the event ID all in this table right here. And you can also sort by time to go back in history. So that is it for the event. And also right here, if you look at the top right-hand side of the screen, we have a help button to assist the new users of SweetLedger if they're confused on what it is and what they can do in it. So if a user needs help understanding what they can do, they can easily go to that question mark button up at the top right-hand side where they can look at all these different things. And if they need further assistance, they can contact their system administrator.
Again, that we do have bugs with some of our calculations, like the quick ratio. And then for the manager page, we have important notifications that pop up to let the managers know when a journal entry is waiting for approval or any other notification. I'm gonna start at account management, where the manager can view which accounts are active. And again, since they're the manager, they can't edit anything. They just see it for display and it shows that they're active or not. And then for the chart of accounts, similar to the admin, you can filter by fields to see if you want to search by account number or account name. And then for the manager, the account number is clickable. So you can click on 1001 for cash, and then you can see all the post reference information. So if I click on journal entry 2, it will show all the information in there, show that it's approved along with the date and then who it was created by and the description. And then again, you can click on the account number to get more detail into the post reference of that information. And then what's it called? You can also get a report on the accounts. It'll also show you all the other information that we have in here. And then for financial records, you can view the trial balance, so you can generate the report, and then you'll be able to see all the information based off the trial balance. Again, the account number and account name are clickable. It will show you all the debits and credits that we have. And at the very bottom, it'll show you the totals that are double underlined. And then you can also print the report if you want. You can also email. So I email using Matthew Crawley. So send the email, and then you'll see it'll say trial balance and all the information that's included in it. And then you can also view the income statement. So we're going to do 0404 2025 until December 7th, 2025. It will show all the information based on the revenues, expenses, and then we'll do the total expense and and net income, which are all underlined. And Net income is highlighted in green to show you what was the net income. And then you can also type in the balance sheet so you can see all the information in there. And again, all the account names are clickable so you can see the assets, the total assets, the liabilities, and the total, and the equity, and then the total of liabilities and equity total. And then you can also view the statement of retained earnings between these timelines. And it'll show you all the information in there. Again, the net income is underlined, and it also gives you the retained earnings ending, which is also underlined. And what's it called? Our last thing is the ledger. You click it here, and it will show you an idea of what ledger that you want to look at. So you can have a start date and an end date. And again, it will show you the description, the amount, whether it's debit and credit, and then post reference. So you can search it in here in our ledger page. And that's it for the manager dashboard. Ratios, and they'll also receive important notifications depending on the journal entry and other notifications. I'm gonna talk about the journal entries. So this is our journal entries page. The users can look through all of them to see which ones are pending, which ones got rejected, which ones got approved. And then if you click on the view button, you can get more information about that journal entry and see why the whether the journal entry was rejected or approved. You can see the reason down here, and you can also click on the account number, and it'll also take you back to the post reference page to show you all that information. And then we also got filters, so you can see that one is pending at the moment. And then we also got a filter that shows all the approved journal entries. Then we also got a rejected tab to show you all the ones that are rejected. Now, if you want to create a new entry, you just simply click on the new entry button, and then it will let you display the date, and then you can select the account. So I'm gonna do cash and do an amount of 100. And then if you want to add an extra line, you can. You just click on the add debit line, and then you select the credit. So you probably do accounts receivable, do 100 again to display it, and then you get a description. You can be like cash, other or something, wherever you want, and then you can choose files. So if you want to choose like an image or something, you'll be able to add it. I'm gonna click on this, and then you can see it that it's displayed. You can see the name of the file. You can also get rid of it if you want. You can just click the X button, or you can submit multiple. So I'll click on another one. And you can see how it says two, and it will show the two files. And then once you click that, you can submit for approval. And then you go back to the pending. You can see that our new log was created, and then you can view it and say, hey, this is a test log and stuff, and it will show all the other information for it. Actually, this is actually the one I created right here. So you can see the attachments that we have to it, and it will show you all the information. And then you can also click on the account name if you want, and then if it gets rejected, you can leave a comment on why it got rejected. So yeah, this is our accountant dashboard. Thank you. Yeah. And also, thank you, Dr. Momo, for allowing us to work on this project. We've learned a lot as a group, and we appreciate the opportunity to be in this class. Thank you.